It's your boy Tone back with another YouTube video. Yo, I just made a video on my main channel. Yo, check out the main channel. I just made a video on my main channel about lust because, that's something that I'm kind of fighting day by day, but I've been doing good recently, man, and I've been at peace with my life and I've been at peace with, my woman. And, I'm ready for my next life. I'm ready for my new life. But, today we're going to watch something that may be a little crazy to watch after I just posted that video. So, it's kind of funny how things play out. But, it's all about the discipline in the mind. It's all about the discipline in the mind because you could be forced into temptation and see these things every day. But as long as you have discipline in the mind, man, then you can do anything in your power to stop yourself from slacking. And, that's how we starting off this week, and that's how we in the middle of the week we ain't slacking, bro. I've been uploading every day, but yeah, we're just gonna jump into this video, man, because I could talk on and on about things, about life and how life is going. It's literally called "I Spent a Day with a Male Adult Star." Now that's crazy. I know that we're about to see a lot of crazy things, and let's just get into it, man. Hopefully, it ain't nothing too gay.
Intrigued when he told them what he
I don't want to see nothing gay. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Y'all are cool. Y'all feel me? Y'all are cool. Y'all can do whatever y'all. You could love who you love. I just don't want to be forced into seeing something like that. But hey, man, we're taking risk as we go on in life, man.
This is Zach, also known as Air Thugger. He is an adult actor who grew up in LA. I was recently on a dating show and I met him on set. All the girls on the dating show were fangirling over him and they were also intrigued when he told them what he did for a living.
I'm an adult actor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Definitely stay number one, man.
Fun.
Stand number one.
I asked him if he would be down to have me shadow him for a day and learn what it's like to be a male porn star. Is he truly happy doing this as a profession? What's it like being with hundreds of beautiful women? What are the dark sides of the adult industry? What are the secrets to satisfying a woman in bed? Because Lord knows I truly need help with that. I needed answers to these questions. Thugger agreed to being in the video and you won't believe some of the things he told me. Here's what happened.
So Thugger told us to meet him here. Very big, very expensive house. +1. So let's see. The door is so big, me knocking you can't even hear the knock. Yo,
What's up, bro?
What the fuck? At least she's dressed.
That's all I care about, you know what I'm saying?
Real shit. I haven't given her a name yet. Should we name her? Or should she remain nameless?
Let's get it right at least.
She was drinking alone. I'm gonna let the audience name her. I want y'all to give her a name. Top comment of her name will be her name. Wow, this is a nice spot. You're
White snow.
an adult actor.
Yeah.
What title do you like?
I feel like adult actor is the way I say it, because funny story, when I first signed my contract, I was at a club. Baddest bitch in there was like, invited me to her section. And I'm like, yo, I'm a porn star. I was juiced, you know what I'm saying? Bro, she kicked me out as soon as I said that. And I was like, damn, I'm never ever saying I'm a porn star ever again. So I just say adult actor or just actor.
I won't use the term YouTuber. I will say something like, oh, I own 2 media companies.
I do a few things. I own 2 media companies.
And it's my 2 YouTube channels.
Because if you say YouTube like off the rip, they kind of have that like preconceived notion of like who you are.
What are the first
All right, that's actually pretty smart. I'm gonna just say I own some media companies. Honestly, that's pretty smart. Um, and my man's house is crazy. Like, do you see this house he living in? He doing every weak man's dream. And when I say weak man, yes, I'm calling you weak. Yeah, weak motherfucker. Every weak man's dream. You feel me? Fucking every bitch they can, but he making money out of it though. So at least he's doing that. You feel me? At least he look at the Caribbean. At least he's doing that. I don't know about some of y'all though.
like nitty-gritty questions I would ask you? How do you deal with jealousy of being with a girl? I'm gonna put myself in that area.
Yeah.
If I'm with a girl, we did a scene, I be catching feelings. too easy. And then she's shooting with someone else. Like if I shot with a girl and then she's shooting with Thugger next week, that's gonna hurt me. How are you with that?
It's tough because there's girls who I'm like kind of attached to because like we're friends or like we connect well, sex is good. And then she shoots with like a cornball the next week. I'm like, I thought highly of you. Like I had you up here and now you stoop to this level. So I feel like that is when it like kind of stoops her down low. But like most of the time I kind of keep it at like that, kind of like a friendship level where I'm like, yeah, you know, go do what you have to do. But when they shoot these cornballs, I'm just like, why would you do that?
And there's why I could never do something like that because I will share a coffee with a girl and we'll exchange a few laughs and I'll be like in my car giggling and shit like, oh my God, like I'm feeling something crazy. So do you think that you're desensitized? And to what level are you desensitized?
Desensitized
to emotional feelings towards a woman as well as physical intimacy.
I'm at a point in my life where like I kind of evolved from that. When I first joined, I was like kind of more emotionally attached to the girls. And then now I'm just like, oh, it's just work, it's just whatever.
Let me phrase it like this. How many times have you been doing a scene? Everything's professional, whether it be a professional prawn shoot or an OnlyFans scene privately. How often have the girls then had a crush on you and been like, we can just hang out, just you and me, no shooting? How often does that happen?
Honestly, that happens a lot. I'm a strong believer of like not off camera because that's where, you know, gray areas get, you know, you get pulled into that shit. It's like, oh yeah, we 3 times off camera and then now she's telling her homegirl and then and word gets around that you doing that shit. I kind of don't do it, but I'm not gonna lie, it happens. And it happened like when I was brand new, I didn't know that's how you're not supposed to move. So I was off camera like every time we shoot a scene, I'd try, you know, stay the night, you know, let's. But then as I learned that that's not how you're supposed to move, that's, you know, I kind of avoided that. And that saved me a lot of like.
And what's the downside of that? What's so wrong? Because in my head, I'm like, we could.
Like to keep your name good in the industry is to not like be a lover boy, catch feelings type shit. Because believe it or not, like these girls, they kind of want that. But then at the same time, if it goes bad, they're going to talk so much shit about you when that shit happens.
Okay, so being.
I mean, that kind of goes with like almost real life in a way where you can deal with a girl, and a lot of girls. I'm not gonna say every single girl is gonna do this, but as soon as the shit goes to shit, they just start to show their face, and then they have everything. Everybody got their gun loaded. As soon as you fuck up and do something wrong to them, the gun is already loaded. They got the words in the chamber right waiting for y'all. Waiting for everybody. Like it could be your siblings, it could be your girlfriend, you know, in those types of situations.
Being a lover boy is not the move. That's the only way I know how to be. I just feel things very deeply.
And low key, that's how I feel too. If I'm outside the world of the industry, I'm just like, I'm love bombing, I'm like, you know, showing affection.
Yep.
But I feel like it works in that sense. But just in the industry, you just get a bad rep when you're trying to like play that game.
And how has being in the industry affected your dating life?
That's a great question.
I feel like that's a common question.
That is. Honestly, it's based on the other individual, like how accepting they are, how open-minded they are. Because when it comes to like shooting content, they're gonna see some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like, you know, we're just doing interviews and shit. They're gonna see some shit. And it's up to them to like quantify if that's like worth being with, if they're okay with that. So it's very hard and tricky to find somebody while you're actively doing it to find somebody. But it's funny because like a lot of the people in the industry are married.
What percentage would you say?
Could y'all do it? Could you date an OF model? Could you date a porn star? Could y'all? What's that guy's name? Adam 22? Can you be like that? Can you be like that? Me personally, I can't. And that's just the boundary. That's a boundary. It's not me being insecure. It's not me being weak-minded. I can't do that. I don't want to see my girl. Look, I'm not even gonna watch none of those videos. But I don't want to know that she's getting fucked right now, like as I speak. Like damn. Like as I speak, like while I'm making a YouTube video, like, or like when I'm eating a fucking plate of pasta, like I don't want to know that she's just being fucked. I don't want to know that she's being fucked every day, every hour, almost damn near, by multiple guys, and then I gotta come home to her and suck her pussy. I gotta come home to her and eat her pussy after it just got eaten and fucked by two, three guys. Like, whew, miss me with that shit. Well,
They are married.
I think like 30 to 40% of porn stars are married, which blew my mind when I first got in. I'm like, she has a husband and she's over here like,
Will the
what?
husband be dropping them off on set or like?
Sometimes, yeah. Like I remember
meet you.
the funniest story. So I was in Europe with my film crew disciples. We asked this French girl to pull up. She's about to get pounded out by this like 6'5" black dude, right? And I'm there, I'm a backup cameraman, so I'm seeing all this shit unfold. She comes there with her boyfriend, but she doesn't say it's her boyfriend. She's like, oh yeah, this is my assistant. And we're just like, yeah, assistant, My filmer, he's funny, so he sees the whole shit go down. He's like, yo, hold a camera for us. If you're gonna be here, you gotta do something. So they make this nigga hold a camera and watch this girl get pounded out by this behemoth of a man. And you can see like he was like all excited, and then he's like holding the camera like this. And we saw it happen in real time, so it was like hilarious.
insane.
Yeah, it was so funny.
Did he get some good shots at least, or
I have
were they
no
kinda
clue. He
asses?
probably turned the camera off at some point because it went on for an hour, bro. Like, when it comes to sex, like I'm 100% desensitized to everything. I've been through some shit. I'm traumatized. Just being in that industry, you get a taste of like what's normal and then what's freaky. So that's like your bar, right? Once you're in it more, you're freaky is normal, and then another level of freaky is like some European shit. And then once you go to Europe and start shooting, then your freaky is like that level. And then there's just so many levels to it. So I've done like threesomes, gangbangs.
And how do you feel about that? How does that make you feel?
It's kind of like, it takes you back to like, damn, like this is really what I'm doing. Like sometimes in the moment when I'm doing it, I'm like, damn, I'm getting paid for this. Like, you know, I'm seeing myself from like third person. I'm like, damn, like that's fucking wild. And then most of the time I'm just like locked in of like, okay, like I need to do this. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to mentally prepare yourself to do crazy shit to maintain your ability
Yes.
to perform. If you kind of overthink it, that's when you up. But if you're just like locked in, like, okay, this is what I'm doing, it's easy. Because there was times where it was the winter time, November, December, and we had to shoot on a Ferris wheel in Budapest in Hungary. It was 20 degrees out, you know, you could see your breath, and he's like, okay, you know, get some head on the Ferris wheel. My shit was on shrimp mode, bro. It's so
it's
cold,
cold.
bro. It's freezing. All right, come on, wake up. Come on, like, you got it. Tough, like mentally, you gotta like really lock in. That's what a lot of people kind of like fail to realize, or the people who do call failing a scene when you know, can't perform, can't get hard, can't stay hard.
I've failed probably 2 or 3 scenes in my life, if we're being honest. So the next question I have, this is actually the most important one that I personally
look, if anybody's young watching this, yo, just know it's okay. I think as a man, we all have to fail at least once or twice. Then we just pick ourselves back up, you feel me? I've had some moments, you feel me? Some moments. And, you know, in the moment, you know, you're not proud of it. You're not proud that you can't just, you know, just fuck some pussy. You know what I'm saying? But you just have to really just, you know, not let that get to your head. Don't let it get to your head, because then you're gonna be questioning if she really fucks with you. You're gonna be questioning if she fucked with it. You're gonna be questioning if you working. Like, are you working? Are you work? Like, do I work? And you don't want to question that type of stuff, man. That's a horrible game. I don't even want to put that on my worst enemy.
want to know. I would like to know how having intercourse with many people has affected your spiritual energy. As I've gotten older, I've started to be more open to concepts like that. I'm not an astrology buff or nothing. I ain't into that shit. I've noticed sometimes where I've done it, and then afterwards I felt like, that didn't feel right, or that was someone I probably shouldn't have done that with. They say that, yeah, the more people that you do that with, it lowers your vibration, or if you do it with a person who has low bad energy, whatever, it messes with you. Do you believe in that?
Honestly, nah, I don't really believe in that. I just feel like, I think like sex is kind of like a tool, and I don't look at it as like exchanging energies and shit like that, because if I exchange energies, like I'm tapped out, like I don't got nothing left, you know what I'm saying?
Like you've obviously been with a handful of people. Well, surely by that logic, you would have the worst energy ever, right?
Probably, yeah. Mathematically, if we're going based on what you're saying, I'd be obsolete with energy, yeah.
But you don't feel in your soul. I don't know, are you religious?
Not really, no. Even though I got like all this
Um, Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. So he wouldn't be depleted of energy. He would just have a type of energy. But in all reality, I mean, you know, I believe in that there's like some type of karmic tie to a woman and stuff. I mean, I mean, just messing with a lot of women like that. That's I don't got nothing to say.
Religious shit.
I mean, me too. I'm a bit of a poser because I like. I mean, I would say I'm Christian. You wouldn't say that in your soul and in your heart. You don't feel like, oh my God, I feel empty. You don't feel like that.
Nah, honestly, I don't. Which is I think it might be like individual to individual aspect, because I've definitely been around people who were like, damn, this really affects me having sex with 2 people in a week. You know what I mean? Or some shit like that. But me, I'm just, it's work. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like tapped out of that emotional state, and it's just like work is work.
You find that women have that reaction more? Or have you seen men where they're like, man, my soul, I can't do this anymore. This don't feel right. Have you experienced that from men as well?
I think it's definitely more so like women, because like
Okay.
men, they would a tub of Nutella. You know what I mean? Like it's not.
I've done that. I do love Nutella if we're keeping it a buck.
But I feel like it's more so like women like, oh, I don't want to give my energy to this man, and I don't know, potentially get hurt by it, or you know what I mean? So I don't know. They be saging shit, and personally, like I'm not.
Before the set starts, they say shit, you're like, all right, do whatever you gotta do.
Exactly. So that's how I kind of see it. But I do see how people can see it that way and feel that way. But it's just, I just don't. As far as like drug use and stuff in the industry, like Viagra is technically a.
Okay.
There's also like liquid Viagra that people like inject in themselves.
I did
which
not
is
know
like,
about
yeah,
that.
it's crazy. Like I don't know. If I told myself if I had to get to that point where I had to inject my stuff with a needle.
Your stuff itself?
Literally, like you get a vial, get a needle, stick it, and then like
On the.
yeah,
Wait.
you have to like find a vein, and bro, I told myself if I get to that point, like I'm retiring, like it's done, it's over.
God.
But I just stick to like Viagra, which is kind of normal. Everybody's on something. Nobody's natural. If they're natural, they're fucking lying.
And is that just because it's so demanding physically? Like, because you gotta go for a long period of time?
I wouldn't say a long period of time. When you do it on a pro set, it's usually for like 30 minutes to an hour,
Okay.
but you're there for like 8 hours. So you kind of have to like time when you're gonna take it, because it kicks in like within like 10 minutes, and then you're gonna have to be ready to go like whenever. You know, because if the director's like, okay, you might think we're gonna do the acting first, but no, we're gonna do the sex first, and then you're like, oh shit, like let me get ready real quick, you know what I'm saying? The effects of Viagra, like nobody really talks about like the long-term effects of like popping 10 Viagras a week. You know what I'm saying? Like it really kind of adds up. You get kind of like foggy, cloudy, migraines.
How often are you taking those?
For me, every professional scene. So if I shot like, 10 scenes a month, I would, take it 10 times. And then,
Okay.
but it depends, right? Say if you're shooting with like the baddest bitch ever, like say if you're shooting with like a Sky Bree or like a Kazumi or like Angela White, like those top names, you're like, all right, I could maybe take like 25 milligrams a day. It's gonna be a good.
I won't.
But then when you shooting with something like,
There's been
some misses, right? Like you show up to set, bitch, tongue is white, you're bad breath. You're just like, ah, shit, like.
Honestly, man, I don't know how I feel about that. Taking that much Viagra. Don't that shit make you? Don't that shit make your stuff not work no more? I don't think it makes your stuff work no more after a while. Like if you're depending on it, and if you don't need it, like if like he a young ass dude. I feel like I don't know how old he is, but he pretty young looking. I feel like you don't need to take Viagra at that age. But it's like if you're taking Viagra that much, that's I feel like that's dependence. That's the dependency. So I don't know. That's a life that I can't live that life, man.
It's gonna be one of those days, and then
Wow.
on top of that, director's like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be a heavy kissing scene today." You're like, "Oh no!"
You're doing a profession that men will look at and be like, man, he's living my dream. He's living every man's dream. Is it all it's chalked up to be?
Yes. That shit is fun. Honestly, like getting to have like different flavors, you know what I mean? Like I have chocolate today, I might have vanilla tomorrow. Like saying, what's next? Sherbet, some gelato, Rocky Road, you know what I'm saying? Like it's the list goes on. And it's honestly kind of exciting to try and get to know like new people. When you see something from somebody, like if they're doing some crazy shit on Twitter, you're like, damn, I could just DM you and I can get that. You know what I mean?
What are some of the misconceptions that people have about you and or the industry?
I mean, I portray myself as like this big fuck boy who gets a lot of bitches, X, Y, and Z. But then when they kind of get to know me and get to meet me, it's like I'm more genuine and more like down to earth and cool, more cultured, I know more about stuff than the average porn star. Because I don't really like to categorize myself as like just a porn star. I'm Iron Man. No, but like for real, like I don't want to be labeled as like just that. But
well, yeah, you're an actual person with many
Yeah.
layers, and if people only see one layer, then they simply assume that that's
yeah, exactly.
who you
So
are.
I think that's the biggest one with me, is because I kind of portray myself as that, which works in my favor, especially like the industry I'm in. But it's like not 100% like who I am. You know what I mean?
So then, who are you?
I portray myself as Thugger, but then when I really get to know people, I'm just Zach. Like I think it's in any industry, it's like important to stay like humble and like true to yourself, even like you get all this clout, all this money, all these bitches. Like that don't really mean shit if you're not like a cool, decent person. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think that's probably the biggest takeaway, because there's a lot of dudes in the industry who are kind of corny, and now that they're porn stars, they just are a corny nigga with
Money.
Yeah, who girls. So it's like you're really just corny, but now you think you're somebody.
Arguably the most important segment of this video. There's a reason why I brought my girl here. You would say that you're pretty decent with pleasing a woman.
I would say I'm professional.
Yeah, you do it for a living. So this is for me. That's not even for the audience. The audience can do with this information what they will. I would like some tips on how to, girl, not tips on how to best please a woman.
I'm gonna show you some go-tos, all right?
This is a moment I never thought I'd be having in my whole life.
You know, missionary's cool, you know, on the bed type shit. So I would do this.
Not to be cocky, but this is the part of the video that I can skip.
I would be on the edge of the bed, missionary. So I'm standing up, she's on the edge. Legs up.
Okay.
That's a good one. Depending on how high your bed is, if you got one of those Japanese beds, I don't know if you want to do that. You might get on your knees, but that's a solid one. You could even lift her up a little bit to get that like,
Interesting, okay.
you know, it's all about the angle.
Okay.
It's all about transitions, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it doesn't want to be too disjointed. So you don't want to be like, okay, now turn over and can you please get on your back? You want to be commanding the situation. So you flip her on her side, go one leg up here, boom. Maybe grab her by the back of the neck. If the camera's on, then you like make her look at the camera. But if it's like off camera, then you're just like in her eyes type shit, like, yeah.
I'm doing mostly off camera stuff, so yeah.
You know, you might want to get it's called a flat doggy. You know what I'm saying? So you get on there, and then you're like, yes, it in no gut, bitch, girl. But this is my personal favorite, all right? You know, a flat doggy, right?
Okay.
But she's on her side, one leg up, there you go. So then you get in there, then you can like pull her by her arm, by the hair.
Interesting. I think I'm most excited for that one.
Edge of the bed is a classic.
I definitely want to be getting more to that one.
My signature one was, I had these like bar stools. She would like sit in the bar stool, like kind of like slouched back, and then it'd be like that standing position where it's like she's sitting in the bar stool. She might even flip and straddle the bar stool. Damn, it's kind of slippery. So she could be like straddling the bar stool and get that angle, yeah? Yeah. those are the go-tos right there.
Are you a box
Rubbing on the
eater
thigh.
typically? Are you like,
I am not a good box eater. For my career, they would be like, okay, like we're gonna get to foreplay. I'd be down there for like 30 seconds, like, all right, Nick, it's my turn. 6 minutes, 8 minutes on my I know it's not gonna go over very well, but like shit. I remember there was a scene specifically, it was for Brazzers, where like they had me like, you know, munch on some box. I'm dead ass, like 20 seconds, and I'm like, you know, trying to take her panties off, or like trying to take her bra off and trying to flip her around and shit. They're like, no, go back to that. Like we need like a minute and a half of that, 2 minutes. I'm like, for what? Like nobody wants to see that.
how long are you going in your personal life? Are you doing the same type of stuff? Are you going crazier?
It's funny you ask that, because when it comes to like a girl that like just wants to talk to me because she knows I'm a porn star, like a regular girl, you know, I'm showing out. I'm doing all those positions. I'm giving her that full experience. Going for like 30, 45 minutes. Then when it's like somebody casually that I'm just like always hooking up with, it might be like a solid like 15, max 17. In my personal life, it's roughly like 15 to 20, which I feel like is good enough. But then when you do like professional work, it's like a solid 45 to an hour, which low-key is a workout.
Are the girls that do this industry, are they better at doing it than the Joe Schmo Starbucks barista? Is it a toss-up?
It's honestly a toss-up, because like I was saying earlier, like the girls who are porn stars, like you would think that they'd be like really good at their job.
Best head, best...
Professionals, yeah. Sometimes, like I would say like 20, 30% of the time, they're like terrible. They're just like a pretty face.
So he said that he was like a soccer star, basically. You said you played semi-pro.
Yeah, for a couple years. And not a lot of people would know that. They were like, oh, he's probably a basketball player. So I show up and I'm like 5'10". They're like, no, you didn't play basketball.
That's insane, because like, if you know on the channel. I played soccer growing up, but you already doing tricks, so I was like, yeah, I could never do that. I would have said that I was more technical technical though. I was never that fast.
Yeah.
Let me try to gas myself. Let me do a little self-glaze here. I played striker, but I also enjoyed passing and making little plays and stuff,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
also
yeah.
footwork and stuff. I like doing that. I was very inspired by the Ronaldinhos of the world. I like doing all the like extra bullshit.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't just kick the ball and outrun someone, so I would just be on some bullshit on some.
That was like my go-to move is like,
Kick it
wait
right.
right here.
I could never do that.
Like as I got older and fatter, I like learned how to adapt to like do more shit.
See, when you see someone do the around the world, no more clips of him being cool because I'm supposed to be the soccer guy. Bro, I remember in middle school, there was a kid, his name was Dominic. He was the other mixed kid. You're black and white, I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
yeah.
Bro, he was the other kid that was mixed kid that was good at soccer. I hated him because I was like, bro, that's supposed to be me.
That's your shit.
If we would have went to school together, there's no way I would have liked you. Like, we cool now and shit, but
Now we gotta play for real.
no, let's go to a
pop
game.
out, yeah.
I've been doing some pickup soccer games here and there, Mondays and Tuesdays. So where are we?
Well, I brought you to the hills because I wanted to introduce you to a good friend of mine. She's a baddie. She got like about 600K, some light.
Okay.
Hello.
Yo, what's up?
How are you?
Good, how are you? This is my
Miss you.
friend Ryan.
Nice to meet you. I'm Ryan. Can I give you a hug?
Yes.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for having us. I guess we'll go in here.
That's, damn, it's fire. You got the view and everything.
Wow, a little DJ setup.
Yeah, I'm a DJ, guys. Yeah.
How long you been doing that for?
For like three months. So.
What was your DJ name again?
I think I'm just going with DJ Avocado.
DJ Avocado?
Or something, because I like avocados.
Do you just hit play on someone else's music, or how does it?
You be
No,
scratching?
so like I use a software and like it has all the songs and I'll just like play one mix with the other one.
Period.
I would
Fire.
show you, but like it's kind of down.
We believe you, you know what I'm saying?
Wow. So, how do you guys know each other?
We actually met online and then I was
How do you guys know each other? She fine as hell. I'm not gonna hold you. I was trying not to say nothing, but I had to.
like, you know what, let me
You
take
slid
her.
in the DMs, right? I think that's how
It
we
makes
met.
sense. It
you
makes
know.
sense.
And then I asked her out on a date and then we just got to know each other.
Yeah,
and
he
then we
wanted
just,
to work with me. I
then we-
think that's where it started, right?
yeah, and then we just became friends after that and then stayed close, kept in touch. We'd be partying sometimes.
So y'all said y'all went on a date.
Yeah, we went on one date.
One. Oh, emphasis. She said one.
In my head, it went good. Okay,
No,
it
it
went.
was great. It was great.
Are you single, or what's the?
Yes, I'm single.
Okay. How come it didn't work out between y'all?
I think because like we're both in the industry, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just like I've seen him, other girls I know.
That
just,
kind of ruins my chances.
It just kind of like.
You need a guy
little
that's
bit-
a bit out of the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what kind of guy do you kind of like go for? Do you approach guys or do you let guys approach you?
Guys approach me, but yeah, I just kind of go off energy. So if a guy gives me like great energy, like I'll just go with the flow, you know.
I mean, there's 600,000 people following you, and they're like,
Yeah.
I need a chance. What can I do?
I think
To date her.
sometimes when they like already follow me, kind of turns me off a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't even. I don't follow you, to be honest. If I'm keeping it a buck.
I feel like they come with like these expectations of like
My man's trying to slide.
who I am already, and it's kind of hard to
Oh.
like, prove to them that I'm not that way. Because if they follow me online, they're usually like, oh, she's just like this thought, just thoughting around. But there's like more to me.
That's kind of what we were talking about when I DM girls. They just expect me to be some fuck boy. Like,
Exactly.
you know, I have more layers than that.
And
You know what I
do,
mean?
Yeah.
I deal with that stigma as well. They assume you're this type of person.
Yeah.
Oh, there was two girls on your Instagram. And I'm like, I'm networking, I'm meeting people. It's like I'm in the YouTuber space. Now you were saying energies and vibes. I don't like that answer because I want to know, because you can be hideous and have a great vibe and have a great energy. I'm assuming you're getting DM'd by athletes, rappers, musicians, handsome YouTubers wear cool red hats and stuff. Do you have a visual type, height preference, tattoos?
I do like tattoos. I feel like it doesn't really matter to me, like the outside, like how they look. You get me? Like it plays a part, of course. Like obviously they have to be attracted to them, and I'm usually like attracted to like taller guys.
Okay.
But I've also been with shorter guys, so like
So how would a guy get your attention? DMing, in person?
in
What?
person for sure.
Okay, it's
I
gotta
like
be
a guy with confidence. So like if he's confident enough to talk to me in person, that's like a plus.
All right.
You're kind of intimidating, and I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like this. I wouldn't come up to you if I'm keeping it for real. I wouldn't come up to you.
Have you ever went up to a guy before?
No.
Yeah, it's pretty nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
No, I understand that, but I do think it's the guy's job to come up to a girl. So it's not my job to like.
Just be confident, be yourself, man. Be yourself. Don't be overly something. Just be yourself, man. Be calm, cool, collected. Be calm, cool, collected while you're talking to these women out here, man. Don't show that you're desperate or nothing. If you in a drought for a long time, don't show that you in a drought. You just pick yourself up. Maybe dress a little nicer. Maybe just but you don't even really gotta dress nice. Just dress like what you like to dress like, and just be confident, man. Just be confident. That's all they like. The confidence. They like the confidence. They like you, and that's it. You feel me? It's nothing really to it. You just talk to them. Just talk to them on some regular type stuff. You kind of you learn along the way. You learn how to flirt and slide things in and make them laugh. When you make them laugh, you could what they say. What they say? It's if I could make her laugh and giggle, I could make her ass clap and jiggle. You know.
Go talk to a guy.
See, I'm of the opinion that you can learn something from everyone that you meet. I've already learned a lot from Thugger. He's been giving me some
I
tips.
taught him some good
Yeah.
tips. Yeah.
What are some of the tips?
Well, you want to tell her?
Well, it was just,
Yeah.
yeah, so he was teaching me a bit on just certain positions that
Yeah.
have worked well for him. The one that I've been looking forward to trying was what Thugger taught me, the girls on the edge of the bed, missionary type thing where their legs are up and then you can even kind of lift them up and
Yeah.
I'm standing.
Fire.
Fire, that's a good one. Fire, yeah. I'm 100% gonna be trying that one. Do you have ones that you prefer, position-wise?
My favorite's doggy. Like.
What about the flattened doggy?
That one? That one.
Yeah, that's a good one?
Back shots.
I'm gonna make a mental note of that one too.
That's an
You know what I'm saying? That prone bone crazy. That's what I call it. Prone bone or the flat doggy.
Okay, yeah. I wanted you to look at my Instagram and potentially rate it
Why don't you have a profile picture?
because I have my R logo.
Yeah. Okay.
Prefer a profile picture with
Yeah.
the guy's face?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's cool.
Because like if you were to DM me, I just see that like that, I would just like ignore it.
But you wouldn't see, it would say like the verified and it would say like the followers.
But I would think like it was like a brand, and I was like, oh.
And you wouldn't even open that thing.
Yeah, I don't really care if brands like want to DM me.
Yes, you haven't really used your face as your Instagram for like years though.
I always do
Like a picture or
something, yeah.
It's
like
Rhino
animated or
pill
something. It's kind of giving rhino pill.
So you're thinking maybe like a handsome picture of me as the profile picture
Yeah.
would be good. Yeah, go ahead and look
Are
at
these
the.
like your besties?
I just met them the other night. They're on Love Island.
Love Island.
Okay.
There's captions on there. I don't know if you saw any of those.
This girl asked what my favorite position was. I told her CEO.
Sucker.
A little corny, but
There's other ones on
I got
there.
a lot of likes, so people did like it.
If you start reading more, they start getting funny.
Call Shawty Linden the way she be with Ben Johnson.
Lyndon B. Johnson.
I appreciate them.
I must have ejaculated vertically because I really came up.
Come on,
I
man.
like that one.
Okay, there we go. There's something in there for everyone.
But it's like pizza.
Okay, but what's the first one though?
That shit look nasty.
There's something in there for everyone.
But it's like
That shit look nasty.
pizza.
Okay, but what's the first one though? Look, I'm in Chicago.
Yeah, it's cute, but the pizza?
I'm getting
Damn.
cooked right now.
Wouldn't it better if he was eating the pizza?
Yeah.
Ah.
Not just a, like, come on.
It was my first deep. It was my first deep dish in Chicago. What happens if you see a girl on my Instagram? Like I think a few. Like there's that one with the Hooters girl that
Man, fuck Chicago pizza, bro. Fuck that shit, bro. I don't want to eat that. I don't even want to look at it, bro. I'm talking to all y'all Chicago folk. I don't even want to look at that pizza, bro. That pizza looks disgusting. That's not pizza, bro. That's pasta. That's not even pasta. What am I saying? That's a tomato dish with some dough around it, bro. You talking about some damn pizza. That's not no damn pizza, man.
I was friends with.
Red flag.
Okay, that's going right. That's gonna go. Yeah, get that off my
I would be
page,
like,
bro.
oh, he's just like typical LA guy, just
Archived.
like he for everybody type guy.
And girls hate that. I think because the younger gentlemen that follow me look at that and think, oh, Rhino's cool, he's with baddies, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
If a girl sees that, he's for everybody. It's what they start thinking.
Yeah, a little bit. And then you should take more selfies.
More selfies, okay.
Less pizza.
He's never gonna eat deep dish again, ever.
Again, I don't know if I'm your type, but
Yeah.
if I were to DM you, what's going to get your attention? Or is it even about the DM, or is it about the profile or the MF sending the DM that's more important?
I feel like what I like is when a guy likes my story and like slides up on the story like with like heart eyes or something.
Sliding up with hard eyes. Me and Thug, we have our own theories on.
Yeah, I don't think that works.
Really?
I feel like every guy does that to your pictures.
What works on me?
Any pictures I should take off immediately that you're seeing?
Pizza for sure. Like put your best selfie, like there.
Okay, best selfie.
No pizza.
Okay. It was really good pizza. I mean.
This one's kind of funny, but it's a little scary too. Okay, this one's cute. Dog.
Okay.
Put more dogs.
More. I try to get animals on there.
Yeah, more nature,
there's another
more
dog.
dogs. Yeah, that's cute. Oh, this one's cute too.
See, all you gotta do is scroll a little bit.
But you gotta put them more up, so like the first three, like, or just pin them. Pin the animal ones like on the top, so they're like, oh, he loves animals, like.
About out of 10, what would you give his Instagram?
Yeah, like a 7.
Which is still high.
Yeah, it's not
Above
the
average.
worst.
Well, when someone says, it's not the worst, but still seven's good. In conclusion, how long do you see yourself doing this type of work? Where are you going from here? What's your plan?
I mean, initially I wanted to transition into like reality TV.
Okay.
And build like something like that. As I got older, it's not really fun. You know, I'm kind of old. I'm about to be 31, so I'm like, I don't really want to be on Love Island at 31. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think just taking the money that I have, keep doing OnlyFans as long as I can and porn as long as I can, and then just investing that into like my next venture, whatever it may be. But I think if you play it smart like that, you know, you'll stay winning.
How long have you been in it in total? Years?
Like 5 years.
And do people normally go that long?
No, like usually men last about like less than 6 months, honestly. And women like less than a year, because it's very taxing on like the women's body. It's very taxing mentally on men. It's very hard to last, especially to like make a name for yourself. Because if you're coming into this shit without any clout, without any like background, it's tough to separate yourself from the rest of the pack. I feel like that's the way in like YouTube too, is like people will start making videos, but they don't know how to like separate themselves or
be different.
Yeah, be different. It's the same with porn essentially.
I've got a few takeaways.
I mean, you should join. I mean, you could sign up. You think you could do it? Fuck no, baby.
Well, I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, man.
That was eye-opening.
You learned a lot?
I learned a lot. I'm gonna practice a few moves.
I think you got it, low key. I mean, at least you learned something, so take it with you, you know, practice and you'll be all right.
Absolutely. All right, man, well, we'll see you.
All right, dog. Holy shit. Yes, it in the gut, bitch. Trying to fight.
Honestly, man, he seemed like a cool dude. I will say, he seemed like a cool dude. He seemed genuine in what he do. He don't seem like an asshole or nothing like that. So that's pretty cool. But yo, y'all, I haven't watched porn in I don't even know how long. It's been a long time, honestly, and I really don't want to go back, and I'm not going back because I just see no point in that no more. I feel like my mind shifted ever since I started getting it, and then I just haven't really cared about it ever since. So I've been good, man. I mean, I don't even follow nothing no more. Don't follow no Instagram girls. I don't even be seeing that stuff no more. I don't be on Twitter no more. Like I deleted the app off my phone because that's where I was seeing most of that stuff. And honestly, man, I stopped smoking weed too. So, you know, weed would just make me horny. So like, that's all I would do. So, you know, I just completely stopped watching it, bro. I don't feel the need to watch it in my life anymore, and you know, I feel good about it. Hey man, what y'all think about this video? This is a very interesting video, seeing the perspective of a sex worker. You know, I would have kind of never guessed some of the answers that he gave. But yeah, man, leave a comment. Hope y'all like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. I appreciate y'all always. And yeah, we'll be in the next one, man.